and welcome to my case file of the missing Uber 5, a presentation by yours truly. I'm MDQ Media, also known as M David Productions. And without any further ado, let's jump straight into it. This is the history behind the Uber 5 disappearance. The victims' names were Jack Madruga, Gary Mathias, Ted Waher, Bill Sterling, and Jackie Hewitt. A little bit of the victim background. Jack Majuga, socially awkward. He served in Vietnam and he was also in the military. Gary Mathias was also in the military, disabled, schizophrenic. He also took medication for his schizophrenia while he was in the military. Ted Waher, he was a school janitor. He was disabled. Jackie Hewitt, he was disabled, autistic. And Bill Sterling, he was seen as a leader for the Five. He was also disabled. A little bit of an important information. All five stuck together. They was never apart. Everywhere they went, they was always together. All five was part of a disability project that utilised basketball as a form of encouragement for the group. Now let's look into the evidence deep dive, the car. Jack Madruga owned a 1969 Mercury Montego. Fantastic choice. I love my old cars. I would definitely drive one, although it's a manual. So I can't drive manual, can only drive automatic. But that's a different story for a different day. It was his pride and joy. He never drove without it. He never went far. It was his pride and joy, as it would be with mine. Jack picked up the four on the 24th of February 1978, taking them to the basketball game in Chico, California. The car was found 70 miles from their hometown, in the outskirts of the Humano Mountains, also known as No Man's Land due to its hostile, cold environment. Jack drove the four up to the mountains after the game. Witnesses saw them leave, so they stayed for the game and then they left. A reporter saw the five at that time. As you can see here, there is a legend. This is the Yuba Mountains, or Plumas National Park. So the car was found 70 miles southeast of Yuba County. A more detailed description of this map is available in a few slides. The road they was driving on was a trucking road, so it was not hospitable for original road vehicles. The mountains are 4,000 meters above sea level, with dead drops up to 1,000 foot, rugged terrain and dangerous temperatures, so not ideal to go walking. And also the video on the next slide shows the scale and the size. So as we can see here, we have the car and the bodies where it was found. It's a little bit out of scale. And then you've got hometown, which is Yuba County. It's not Yuba City, it's Yuba County. And then we've got Chico, which is the basketball game. So as you can see, it almost forms a perfect V, which we will have a look at. So this shows where the basketball game was, where the 1969 Mercury Montego was found, and the bodies of the four missing. As you can see, it almost looks like a triangle. Theories suggest paranormal indications. Why do we say paranormal indications? Bermuda Triangle. I'm sure we all know about the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is basically a triangle in the Atlantic. where planes and ships have gone missing and nobody can account for them. So if we drew a perfect V, this is where the mountains are. Uh, and it's just speculation if it's paranormal or not. So here's a little video that I made. Okay, so as you can see here, we zoom out, we can see Yuba County and all the way up to Beale, which is Air Force Base. So circled in blue is where the bodies were found. Circled in blue again, that's the highest peak of the mountains. As you can see, I made a mistake, but that's alright. So in white, what we've just circled is the geographical location where the entire mountain region is. So yeah, as you can see, in white, what's just circled is potentially they may have wandered into Air Force territory, which is in Beale, and they may have come across something that they were supposed to. It's one of the things. We'll just back out of there. That one's on that side. Deep dive, the timings, 10 p.m. The five visited a store in Bears Market in downtown Chico to buy milk cartons. Around 11:30, the car was parked 70 miles from Chico. The window was down. Why have the window down? Even the police were baffled by this. The keys, well, Jack may have carried them in his pocket, perhaps. Doesn't explain the window, though. What are your thoughts about the window? 12 a.m. The boys walked in north into the mountains, not to be seen again until 3 months later. On June the 4th, 1978, four of the bodies were found near a campsite 19 miles from the car. Now that is a hell of a walk. And where they were found is they was found in a cabin, which again is 19 miles from the car. And they had been eaten and consumed by the elements. All that was left was piles of bones strewn along in the area near the cabin. 46 years and 1 month later, Gary Dale Mathias, he's still missing. Many possible sightings have been reported, but to no truth. He has never been found. Gary Mathias was in the military. He may have survived due to his military training, or he's no longer here. Nobody ever knows. The final theories. What made the five disappear? Theory one, foul play. Was it was they enticed to go up to the mountains? Was they forced? They got lost. It was an act of bullying. There was somebody in town that actually hated the five individuals. So quite a lot of uh, townsfolk said about bullying. They could have enticed Jack to drive up to the mountains, or he'd probably kill him. 34, again, it's paranormal due to the triangle. 35, targeted, which actually ties in with 36. It's hunting gone wrong. There is hunting in that area, and it was the season for it. They may have been shot accidentally, but although Theory 5 and Theory 6 isn't quite possible because no bullets were found on scene from where the bodies are found. That doesn't mean to say there wasn't any because the bodies were badly mutilated due to the animals and again the elements. So, what do you think happened to the Uber 5? I'd love to hear your uh, explanation. Uh, Me personally, I believe they was forced to drive up to the mountains. I believe it was foul play because you can't only got to look at the evidence, really. Um, I don't believe it was an accident. I think it was true that it was, premeditated. Um, Jack Madruga may be found, he may not be. We'll never know. But thank you very much for watching and thank you very much for listening. I've been your host, MDQ Media and MD Production.